Okay, today's grammar page is language workbook page 146, and we are continuing to look at adjectives. At the purple box at the top, they just review the definition of an adjective, and they give us some of the questions that adjectives answer. What kind, how many, which one. Today's lesson focuses on the last question of whose. Those possessive adjectives, my, your, his, her, our, their, those are all possessive adjectives. They're used to tell us to whom does something belong. Right. So we've done these before when we were talking about possessives, when we were looking at nouns. So they're coming back and they're helping us just say, hey, these words you learned before, these are adjectives. They're used to describe nouns. So the first one they did for us, John has a raincoat, and we write the possessive John's raincoat. In number 2, it says, I lost $1. Whose dollar? So what they're looking for here is for you to write my dollar. And I will tell you, when I first looked at this, I wasn't sure. I'm like, what exactly are they wanting us to do? So hopefully that helps. Sarah made cookies. Whose cookies? Sarah's cookies. Hopefully Sarah shared them with everybody, right? What about a number 4? Leah has several chickens. Whose chickens? Well, Leah or Leia's chickens. And the last one, Caleb wrote a poem. Whose poem? Caleb's poem, right? This is Caleb's poem. So we write Caleb, apostrophe S, that's what makes it the possessive, and then the noun is poem. Okay, so, need to pause the video to have more time to write, or if you need to change something, go ahead and do that. And then hit resume. At the bottom, they're wanting us to now put everything together. We're going to be underlining, and we are going to be circling the adjectives. All right, so in this one, we're not looking for the verbs and subjects like normal. Instead, we're just looking for nouns, and then we're circling adjectives that describe them. With adjectives, then you draw an arrow. So let's do the first one together. I think that'll make more sense as we go along. In number 1, it says, a lawyer asked, who is my neighbor? So we're looking for nouns, person, place, or thing. This sentence has 2 nouns. We have neighbor and lawyer. Okay. Now we're looking for adjectives, words that describe them. Well, later we'll learn that, right? This is an article. Right now, though, we're focusing on adjectives. It does describe the lawyer, but this one doesn't really have any adjectives, what we're learning right now. But if we go over here to neighbor, okay, whose neighbor? My neighbor. That's what we're focusing on right now. So we would circle the word my, and then it gets just a little arrow pointing towards neighbor, because that's the noun that it is modifying, that it's describing. Let's do some more together. It always gets easier after we do more together. So hang in there, stay with me. Look at number 2. A man was traveling the rough road to Jericho. Nouns. We have man, road, and Jericho. Those are all nouns. Again, here we just have the article there. We get to road. Do we have any words that describe road? Well, we do, right? It tells me what kind of road. It was a rough road. So we circle rough and draw an arrow. Number 3. Again, find your nouns. We have thieves and we had place. All right, so what type? What kind of thieves and how many? Those both answer that. So we would get arrows pointing to thieves. Well, they're getting a little more complicated on us, aren't they? What about place? Do we have any that describe? We do. We have, right? Which one and what kind? This place and it's this place and it's lonely. All right. Let's do some more. Number 4. A selfish priest saw the poor man but wouldn't help him. Priest is a noun and so is man. We have selfish. I just have to circle these. This is going to drive your teacher crazy later on when we have to do that. The articles do get included. A selfish priest. Draw the little arrow. Okay. Words that describe the man, right? He was poor. Good job. All right. Go ahead. I want you to pause the video and I want you to do the next couple on your own and then hit play again to resume. And I'll go through these next ones a little quicker and just continue to do that. Okay? All right. So you've already paused the video and now you're back. We're going to check number 5 and see what you found. Okay? Number 5. Then a proud Levite passed by the injured man. Man and Levite are both nouns. We have some adjectives, some words describing them. The injured both describe man. All right, so that was number 5. And number 6, Samaritan is our noun. And road. A kind Samaritan, those describe the Samaritan. The dusty, again, describing what the road was like. All right. Number 7, he helped the sick man and put him on a little donkey. We have donkey as a noun, man as a noun. We're looking again for words describing man. Okay, the sick man. Donkey, a little donkey. Arrows pointing. Sorry, that got really messy there. Number 8, this good Samaritan then took the man to an inn. So we have Samaritan, we have man, and inn. Those are all 3 nouns, person, place, thing. And number 8, words that describe Samaritan. This good tells me which one and what kind of a Samaritan it was. Here we don't really have any describing words other than the article the and the article an. Number 9, he gave much time and money to help the poor hurt man. Man, money, time. Those are all nouns. Okay. So let's see if we have any adjectives. Well, let's start down here. We have he's hurt and he's poor. Right? So those are all describing the word man. Whoops, sorry. So draw little arrows, which is kind of hard with my marker here. We also have the word much, which tells us how much time. Oh, I'm getting it off screen, sorry. One more here, number 10. All people in need are our neighbors. Neighbors and people are our nouns. Do we have any adjectives, words describing them? We do. We have all, describes people, and our tells us whose neighbor. All right, I'm going to hope you can read with all my little marks there. If you need to pause it, go ahead and pause it and come back. We're going to keep practicing on adjectives. Grammar is one of those things, sometimes it takes a while for it to click, but it will. Just keep working at it. You'll get lots of practice in the years to come, and it's just going to help you be better at writing good sentences. All right. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.